Hey guys, today I'm gonna be talking about this Xbox Elite controller that I have. Um, Somebody asked me a question on my other video that I put on like they wanted to know more about the stick sensitivity. Um, so f- so I this was just a test. I actually don't have it this way. So just to kind of show you, um, so radical is to where I believe what it is where much um how you just your how your controller is just at standards. I think for the true, you should always go, if you're gonna mess with this, I think you should go with the true diagnostics, which I believe is where you're going to actually feel these um these movements or these changes that you're doing to your stick. I did it. I'm doing it with the right stick because for me, that's where um, I believe most people are actually uh, are using your left stick. Kind of, you can kind of move. You're really much going uh, up and down, side to side. So there's really nothing too much to do, which again you can do to your left. The same thing you're doing to your right. Um, so if you guys happen to want to look into it some more, I'm just gonna give just a quick explanation on what it is. This is a website called megamods.com, and it talks about it talks about the best Xbox Elite controller Series 2 settings. But this is just specifically for Fortnite. Um, so this is just talking about Fortnite and stuff like that, but it kind of explains to you just on a quick um, explanation of what it is. Basically, what the sensitivity curve uh, is intent to changes the aim acceleration. So that's what pretty much is. So on the bottom of your left, there is a green graph. It shows you the graph what it is. The green one actually represents the instant curve, and the gray line represents the default standard. You'll be able to immediately see the green light start and pop up on your right, while the gray one won't even be there because it won't register it yet. So that's what pretty much what it is. Sorry, this is my Xbox, so I kind of have it in a dark mode, so you can't really tell. But this is what the sensitivity does. So I have it on. If you want, for me, I changed it to where I how can I say so I kind of have it in a dark mode. But I changed it to where my this is just my default kind of class. I always have it in default. I haven't really messed with it too much. But I kind of mess with it, going back and forth, what changes with the delay, aggressive, instant, and smooth. It didn't really feel any different for me. I don't know if it's gonna feel different for somebody else or whatnot, but for me, it didn't feel different. It didn't really feel any kind of difference. So what I did was to go to change this bottom layout, change it to true diagnostics. I feel like that's where I actually felt the difference. So this is the default one. I think I'm still should be on this private match. Okay, so this is my default one. As you can see, there's really, you're just kind of doing a regular play or whatnot. So there's really nothing too much there. But when, let's say I change it back. So let's go to a delay. And this is, like I said, on the bottom on the calculations on the true diagnostics. So if you can see it, there is a little bit of a delay. So pretty much what it is how you can get from 0 to 60 on the sensitivity on your control. So left to right. If you can tell from the basic or from your regular one, it seems a little bit slower. At least to me, it does. So that's your kind of delay one. So let's go back here to kind of show you. This is on delay. So your first ball on your right hand side, that's where your actual thumbstick is. So the second one is the delay on how slow it is to get to catch up. So let's change it to aggressive, and you can see how it changes. If I had it on a regular one, you would be able to see the difference. So your gray one will be where your controller is, and this bright one, it's going to be where your aggressive is. So it's gonna move faster. So we'll go, but this is because you only see it this way because I have it in dark mode. So we're gonna try this again. You can kind of see it, kind of don't. It's supposed to be more aggressive. Like I said, I somewhat can feel a difference. Not too much. So we can go back. And like I said, you can change all these. So let's just go to instant. So your graph kind of shows on how it is on that one. So we'll go back. And to me, from delay to instant feels a lot smoother, a lot quicker. Like I feel quicker to kind of move. And the reason why this is slow is just because of my sensitivity on the actual game. So, let's just take, for example, that. For moving side to side, it feels just a little bit quicker. From starting off, I feel like I'm at full speed, I guess you can say. It just really depends, you know, especially in a certain game. For me, at least playing Warzone or COD, it doesn't really feel like it makes a huge difference. See, this one does feel a little bit smoother, like moving around. Not as great, but it does still feel like it's moving pretty quick. So I guess what you really want to try to do is kind of move it around to see what you feel like it's better. You know how some people actually go to the game and change the sensitivity in the actual gameplay to make it more aggressive, to make it move better. So it just pretty much how you see fit on that. So let's just turn it up to see if there's a huge difference on this. You see, at least for me in COD, it's just there's no really huge difference, you know. Now maybe if I go into options and control, I see my let's just change it to high. You know, for me, it just doesn't really make any difference. At least how I feel. You know, from side to side right here, it's smooth, but once you point out your gun, it's different. So let's go back to see if there's, and this is what, on aggressive? This is on aggressive, on a really high aggressive. So let's just do the delay. They were asking me about the COD mode. So you see here, I can move pretty fast. without the aiming, and this is only because of what I changed on my sensitivity on that. So you see, for me, it's just this is on delay, I believe. So to me, there's not a huge difference. You can really look into it a little bit more. See, that's on delay, and I felt like that was actually faster. So let's just go instant to see what's the difference there. It's there's no, for me at least, there's really nothing, not a huge change. I'm sorry, there's no really good explanation. I mean, there's some people that can go out there and explain it a little bit more than me. But for the actual game of COD, Warzone, I feel that it really doesn't make any huge difference. So for me, it doesn't really make anything. I mean, you might want to keep it on aggressive, maybe, if that's your kind of style of play. But as you can see, I mean, you can feel a little bit different. You can see a little bit of changes here and there. So, but if you're trying to move a little bit better, let's say do the 360s and stuff like that, or kind of go here from there, kind of aim pretty quick. I think what you want to actually look in for is look in the COD, in your Modern Warfare actually settings, in the actual game settings, and actually move your horizontal and your verticals up higher. If you're not used to that, then my suggestion would be to actually, let's say I have it on 6 currently. It's just to go up bit by bit until you get used to it, because it'll be so hard for you to jump, let's say, from 6 to 10. So at least from my understanding, I hope this kind of helps you out. If it doesn't, please let me know. I can make it a little bit better video for you. I know I just kind of pretty much a dumbed down version of the of the sensitivity control, but at least for me, from my experience on Modern Warfare or Warzone, at least in Warzone, I haven't tried it on Black Ops, or I haven't really tried it on Modern Warfare. At least in Warzone, it's just, for me, it doesn't make any really significant difference on movement speed, on aim speed, even aiming with the sniper. It just really wasn't making a huge difference. The only difference that actually made was, for me, is to go to the actual game settings and change my sensitivity on there. So if you guys have any questions or anything like that, please let me know. Maybe I can do a little bit more research. I just kind of threw this on the fly. So if you guys like it, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment. Maybe I can improve on something, or something that you guys